His third season, Nick Morrison, University of St. Thomas Celts. Now for the Trinity University Tigers. Number 0, a junior goalkeeper, Joey Finley. Number 2, a sophomore midfielder, Meredith McAllister. Number 4, a sophomore forward, Abby Schneider. Number 5, a junior defender, Dabney Moore. Number 7, a junior midfielder, Reese Wallace. Number 8, a first-year forward, Hannah Kahn. Number 9, a junior midfielder, Emily Hayes. Number 11, a first-year midfielder, Jordan Guy. Number 12, a first-year midfielder, Aaron Heath. Number 13, a first-year midfielder, Isabella Rueda. Number 15, a first-year defender, Clara Richards. Number 17, a first-year midfielder, Nina Pollock. Number 20, a sophomore midfielder, Maya Ozimi. Number 23, a junior midfielder, Teddy Del Peretti. Number 25, a senior forward, Bella Tablante. Number 26, a senior midfielder, Bella Ferrucci. Number 29, a junior defender, Isabel Makowski. Number 30, a sophomore defender, Annie Agar. Number 32, a sophomore midfielder, Hannah Johnstone. Number 34, a senior midfielder, Cassie Bowers. Number 99, a first-year goalkeeper, Lauren Little. Starting lineup for the Tigers. At goalkeeper, number 1, a sophomore, Lauren Lewis. Number 6, a junior midfielder, Josephine McCrae. Number 10, a senior midfielder, Elena Wickham. Number 14, a senior midfielder, Emma Everts. Number 16, a first-year defender, Ilsa Newlands. Number 18, a sophomore midfielder, Taylor Campbell. Number 19, a junior midfielder, Ashlyn Zingelman. Number 21, a junior defender, Kara Stafford. Number 22, a senior forward, Molly Sheridan. Number 27, a sophomore forward, Michaela Bosco. And number 33, a senior defender, Bailey Meyer. The assistant coach is Spencer Valdespino. And in his 7th season as head coach of the Tigers, Dylan Harrison, Trinity Tigers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, we ask that you rise, face the American flag atop the scoreboard for our national anthem.
Well, good evening and welcome here to the campus of Trinity University. We're here live from Paul McGinley Field on the south end of campus, and tonight's matchup between the 8th-ranked Trinity University Tigers as they host the St. Thomas Celts. And as you see on your screen, the starting lineups, the national anthem have concluded, and we are just about ready to get going. The starting lineup for the Celts, who come in undefeated here in conference play, 2-0 in the SCAC. They have defeated Centenary twice, and that'll be the opponent on Sunday for the Tigers. The 3-2-1 record. Basically coming from the starting 11 here, Sofia Escontrias is going to be your goalkeeper for the Celts, and Paula Colon, Nevea Martinez, Mary Pham, Blake De La Mater, Carson Funderburg, Emma Serta, Mariana Alvarez Garcia, followed by Kayla Tomlinson, Gabriela Palomino, and Mackenzie Stewart will be your starters for the Celts. For the Tigers, it's going to look very similar to what they've rolled out the last few games. Lauren Lewis will be in goal. Josephine McCrae, Elena Wickham, Emma Everts, Isla Newland, Taylor Campbell, Ashlyn Zingelman, Kira Stafford, Molly Sheridan, Michaela Bosco, and Bailey Meyer will be in formation for the Tigers. And they do come in with a 5-0-1 record. They are coached by Dylan Harrison in his 7th season for the Tigers. He's 105, 12-5 under helm for Trinity, 179, 107, and 15 overall in his 17th year. Spent 3 years over at Sewanee, as well as 7 at Nichols before coming back home to his alma mater. And for St. Thomas, it's going to be Nick Morrison, a name that you will definitely know if you are familiar with SCAC soccer here, women's SCAC soccer. He spent 6 years at Shriner before his 3 here at St. Thomas now. He's 9-13-5 for the Celts and was 41, 57, and 9 for Shriner. Really rejuvenated a Mountaineers program and has St. Thomas trending upwards here in the start of 2022. And it will be St. Thomas in the black with the red letters, yellow trim. And it will be the Tigers in the all-white with the maroon numbers here as we are just about ready to get started here on this Friday evening. A lot of things happening here on campus today. The university dedicating their newest building to Jim and Janet Dickey, the new Dickey Hall, coming online earlier this semester for students. It's going to be the home for the humanities, housing the English department, the religion department, and then the whole new complex down there, Hossel building for those who are alums. Also now housing the history department as well. So quite a few activities. We had a very nice ceremony, albeit a very hot one. And we are now here at kickoff, 93 degrees, as we are just about ready to get started. And the center referee, Lane Burns, blows his whistle, and we are underway. Here from San Antonio, it'll be St. Thomas going from right to left, and Trinity from left to right, and Newland will step in front. Everts will kick out over to Campbell. She'll be on the near side here on the bottom of your screen. And she's got a lane. She wants to take this run. Eventually she'll be cut off by Nevea Martinez. And after a little back and forth, Trinity now has it top of the box. And it's Molly Sheridan having her pass deflected in towards goal. And that'll be scooped up by Escontrias. And she will boot it down towards the midfield play. Second touch will be controlled by the Tigers. Now they'll play down the far side. Zingelman pushing it across midfield with her pass. And the Tigers will retreat over to Bailey Meyer, who's occupied the center very nicely this year. Trinity not allowing too many goals throughout the campaign. Zingelman far side has Stafford. Stafford puts a move on, now has a little bit of a sprint. Takes it all the way down, looking for the cross. Puts it into the box, and the shot's going to come from Everts. And that was blocked by the Celts. Golden opportunity for the Tigers. Gets that blocked, and his job defensively did not catch the number. And there will be a foul against the Celts. A good shot block to start us off here in the opening minutes. Couldn't quite tell the number from the replay. It looked like Palomino was there. Apologies if that was not her. But for the Celts, a fantastic team save early on. And that was kicked in by St. Thomas. Bailey was going to let that play back to Lauren Lewis. And Lewis just played it out way in front of her box. Martinez with Campbell. She'll put it towards the midfield. And she found Funderburg, who then tried to pass back to Serta and has that one taken away by Stafford. Now, Kira Stafford trying to go down to the corner again. She likes to go down to that far corner and then hit the cross. And that one just scoots all the way across the face of the 18 and then finally cleared out by the Celts. And the battle here is going to be a foul against the Celts as Newland goes to ground. Get another look at it. Didn't look malicious, just tangled up in the feet, and Newland went down hard. So we are just over 3 played here so far. Be Meyer to send it deep. Had a runner that was a shot on goal by Wickham. And Lana Wickham, a nice run, and was able to control the touch. And then sent a good shot on goal, crowd by Escontrias. Now Stafford. One touch with Sheridan, and Molly Sheridan now looking for some space as Stafford's got her run again. This one comes into Sheridan and off the foot, and that'll be for a goal kick. 4 minutes gone by, early action, Trinity and St. Thomas. Home conference opener here for the Tigers. Second touch is going to be booted all the way down into the Trinity side of the field. And that'll just result in a deep throw here for the Tigers. Near side, it's Campbell looking for Michaela Bosco. Nice cutback move. Sends it into the center of the 18, and that will be headed out. McCrae tracks it down for Trinity and tries to find Stafford. Far side does, and Stafford with pressure. And she'll have that one turned over momentarily, but Trinity will get it right back. Now Newland with quite a bit of space. And that one taken away and cleared out by Mackenzie Stewart. We'll go for our Trinity throw. Cleared across and a little too far on the touch. Campbell tries to chase it down, but Martinez will get there as well. Now they're fighting for it along the touchline. Out of your view, just out of mine as well. Now Bosco, she'll turn the corner with the shot, and then there's going to be a cross as Sheridan was crashing down towards the net, and Escontrias will corral and pull that one through. Cross comes in, and then the flick on from Sheridan will be corralled. Trinity already credited with 3 shots on goal here in the opening 7 minutes. It's Palomino in the center there for the Celts. And that ball's going to roll all the way down to Lewis. She'll take her time as the pressure was not coming. Now Newland surveys the field, sends it up. And Bosco. St. Thomas doing a fairly good job holding Bosco at base. She hasn't really had a chance to take a sprint. And Martinez goes to ground. Coach Morrison asking why that won't be called a foul. Not getting an answer that he likes. Nice little flick on from Sheridan, but that's Contreras. She's alert. And she's been tested here early on. 3 shots on goal for the Tigers. Martinez into the middle, tries to find Thunderberg. Still looking for it, but McCray gave her a little bit of pressure and then took it away.
Mariana, do the work and keep them to this side. We're already here.
Stafford far side, but that throw will come for the Celts now.
Gabby, hold. Get your shape back there. You have to drop.
Trinity scoring offense, not lighting up the scoreboard just yet. But they are still currently undefeated. As you see, Bosco was a step behind, now a step ahead, and that will draw the foul. And just outside the box. This will be it's going to be played as a very short corner. Yeah, just outside the box. Coach Harrison maybe arguing for a last defender call, but this will just be a free kick from that angle. And they're going to go short side. Sheridan, and now Wickham, and just rolls it into goal. So that's Contreras not overly tested on that attempt. Scoring offense just 1.83 per game for the Tigers. It's only good for 164th in the country. They have been able to find a goal here and there. The only game they didn't score was the game that they tied, and that was 0-0 against Washington St. Louis. How they're getting these victories is their goals against average. They're tied for 15th. It's .33. They've only conceded 2 goals in 6 games. Bosco tried to play it forward along the side. Maybe thought she had Newland there first, but I believe it was Martinez in the center. That one will roll down. It looks like it might actually stay. No, it just does cross over. 2 goals allowed were the opening game against Fontbonne, and last weekend here on Friday night against Hardin Simmons. Allowing a goal in each game. Only allowed 2 on the year. They've scored 11. But a pair of goals for the Tigers in each of the last 3 games. Martinez puts the move on Campbell. Pulls it back and ahead. De La Mater. There's that one go out. Far side, that's Stafford. Thought maybe she had a runner, would have been Sheridan maybe, but nobody was able to come in on the backside for Trinity, and played out by the Celts on the far side. Wickham, and the foul is going to go against Wickham as she runs into Palomino, who had the kick and the clearance already. Surveying the field is Tomlinson. She sends it down. Zingelman came up, applied the pressure. Now it's going to fall all the way down to Funderburk now. We'll send it in for a cross. And an opportunity here for the Celts will just slide wide. And that was De La Mater, who got all the way behind the defense. We'll take another look at it. This cross very nicely put in. Played onside, and then just missed it by a step. De La Mater either took one too many or needed one more. Couldn't quite tell in real time. And it was that close to being a 1-0 lead here for the Celts. Now Bosco with a spin move, the shot, and it goes just wide for the Tigers. So a minute of action there. We saw two shots, neither one of them on goal, but both of them great scoring chances. And Bosco here, you'll see the speed, tries to control it, brings it under control, and then finds enough space and room, and just has that one missed probably by about 2 feet. As Contreras was there, I think that if that one had gotten into the right spot, she would have had space. Bosco can't track that one down. I'll go out for a goal kick. We're just about 15 minutes in here. Trinity and St. Thomas. A couple of scoring opportunities for each, but neither have found the back of the net. This one, they were looking for Mary Pham. Bailey Meyer was there, ready to clear, allow the defense to come up and play this with a little bit more control. It'll be Martinez to throw in. Trinity 164th in the country in scoring offense, but they're 37th in assists per game, averaging 2 assists per game on 1.83 goals. And you are going to see quite a bit of that for Trinity. They like to run through progression and pass it around till they find somebody open into the middle. You'll see a lot of bringing it up the side and crossing it back in and having just enough space. And now we've got stoppage and a yellow card, and that will be issued to, I believe, number 30. Yeah, that yellow card is going to go to Mackenzie Stewart. And now Zingelman will send the left foot service into the box where Tigers are hoping they can get on the end of it. Celts are looking to play strong defense, and Zingelman then goes for goal. She didn't need to put the service in and just sends it a touch high. Not a bad idea, just couldn't get it right below the bar. St. Thomas postseason eligible here in Division III for the first time this season.
Mary, drop back a little bit if you can.
Take another look at Zingelman's shot.
Yeah, Mary.
That was a good angle there. He just missed it by that much. As Contreras does have a bit of reach, but I don't know if you pin it right underneath the top bar, I don't know if she's going to be able to get to it. Campbell. Palomino will come clear out now for her teammate, and it's Tomlinson sending it all the way down. Will be picked up by Lewis.
Stay back now, Gabby, keeper. Hala, in. Hala. I'm not yelling at you the whole game. Get inside. Hala, inside doesn't mean up. For this cover.
St. Thomas does lead the conference in yellow cards with 8 coming into today. So make it 9. And that puts them now tied with Elms for tops in the country of most yellow cards. Not the category you want to lead nationally. But it does show that the team is at least working hard. Their 3-2-1 run record, a improvement over the past few years, but will be interesting to see as they've defeated Centenary. So they've played Centenary twice, defeated them twice. Centenary's 0-8-1 on the season. And they come in Sunday. So early season action, trying to get a gauge of where St. Thomas is just by looking at who they've played and how they've beaten them. Not necessarily everything that you can glean just from their 2 conference games played, and they're going to draw a corner here. Nicely done by Thunderberg as she sends that one off Bailey Meyer. And that'll be the first corner of the evening. Their other victories against Howard Payne. That was to start the season. Took a loss to Sol Ross and tied McMurray. This one sent in, and Lewis will have to swipe at it and clear. Now Bailey Meyer, nobody for the Celts on the backside, able to get down to that one and then played it forward, but right to St. Thomas. Now Lewis will come in before Thunderbird can crash and then send it into the spot that she left unoccupied. So we've played 20. Still 0-0. Both teams had opportunities. Advantage played. Now Sheridan hasn't had a lot of touches today. That's still onside for McCray. And too far for McCray. Assume that would be a cross. But either way, it gets played out. Stewart had dropped so far on the back line that kept everybody onside. So we approach the midway point of the first half. Celts coming off a 3-2 loss to Concordia. That one at home. They've played a lot of home games recently, 4 in a row. So Ross, McMurray, Centenary, and Concordia. They went 1-2-1 in that stretch. Those games played at the Houston Sports Park. For those that don't know St. Thomas, they are in pretty much downtown Houston, over by the zoo area near Rice, just south of downtown. So not a lot of land on campus, so they play a lot of their field sports off campus. So kind of a treat here with 2 urban landlocked schools in the SCAC. And The foul will be called. Palomino taking down Wickham. This will be a dangerous area. Zingelman just a little bit closer. Sailed it a little bit high the last time. Would either need to chip this one in or drive it low. So we'll see if she changes strategy here. Now Zingelman with the low line drive. It's blocked at the front line. The ball gets bounced around, and Martinez will chase. Keeps it in for the time being. Finds Alvarez Garcia. Try to push it forward and have that one sent back towards the goal that the Celts are defending. Now Bosco will take an optimistic shot and have that one sail out, and we'll get our first sub of the evening for Trinity. It's going to be Reese Wallace. She goes in for Taylor Campbell. Got a good look at the block on the line drive.
21? Oh, yeah. 5 for 21. Oh, sorry. 5 for 21. That's my bad, sorry.
Bosco with a few touches, can't quite get the ball to settle at her feet. And ultimately, it's going to be the Celts coming back the other way. Delamater working on Meyer, sends that one to the middle, staying onside. Now the shot will come, and that'll be well off the mark. There from Alvarez Garcia. We'll have a substitution here for the Celts. It will be Cameron Nance. And she will be going in for, I believe, Emma Serta. That is who it will be. Tigers 11 shots, just 1 now for the Celts. 4 on goal for Trinity. 5 fouls committed by St. Thomas, just 1 for Trinity. And St. Thomas does have the game's only corner. And that essentially the stats through the first half of the first half. Flipped on, and now Bosco with the step. And that one kicked out by Stewart. So they're going to say that she played and had control before taking Bosco down. You can kind of see it, and then that one sent out to goal, and we'll get another look at it. There's Stewart with the deflection there, and then that's the takedown. And I think what Trinity wanted was maybe the nudge right before she kicked it out. But seemingly doubtful that we'll get that type of a call here tonight. That cross goes in, blocked, and then Wickham had a good look at it, but still sends it a few feet wide. Meanwhile, for Trinity fans, up north of 35 as you get the replay, the Trinity men's soccer team taking on Mary Hardin Baylor up in Belton. They're out to a 1-0 lead. And the goal from Kyle Davis for the Tigers up in Belton. 12th minute for that game. Putting the men back hopefully on the right track. They've struggled to start the season. We'll see them here at home once again on Sunday. The women play at noon, and then the men play the night part of the day-night doubleheader. They play at 7 o'clock. We'll have both matches for you. Trinity versus Centenary and Trinity versus Concordia as Wickham tries to work into the middle. Now Sheridan, her shot goes wide, and I want to say there's more contact. They're going to say it's going to go for a corner. So we'll take another look at it. The deflection just after the shot, and then it rolled just out. So Contreras couldn't quite keep it from going over the line. Trinity volleyball in action tomorrow. This corner comes in, and that one bouncing around, and it's finally going to go in. Michaela Bosco is going to get credit for the goal. We'll see about the assist. And we'll take another look at the replay here. As the corner came in, nicely headed by McCrae. Looked like it might have gotten a touch of a block. The clearance came, but right to Bosco. So Bosco with the goal, and possibly McCrae. We'll see what the official stats decide. And we'll take another look from here. This will be a great look at it. Yeah, I was already in before Martinez was able to take it away. And as we're back underway, maybe we can cue up the replay one more time from the goal cam and see. I think Bosco got on the end of it just before it went into goal, but that one might be going to McCrae. We'll sort it out at some point. Either way, Trinity on the board here. As I said, they've been averaging about 2 goals a game for their last few, so right on track for how the offense is going. I know they'd like to get it going a little bit more. They'll be content with the 1 for now. As I said, the men's team out to a 1-goal lead as well. And then tomorrow, Trinity volleyball at Centenary. They'll have 2 matches against Austin College and Centenary, the number 2 team in the country. After taking down the previous number 2 team, they were ranked 3rd. Last week at home, they defeated Juniata, and they've played an incredibly tough schedule. They've played 6 top 10 teams already, including the number 1 team in the country on back-to-back weeks. They defeated the defending champion, Wisconsin Eau Claire, and then had to go on and face the new number 1, Claremont Mudd Scripps, the following week. And then, oh, by the way, they've played like 8 or 9 top 20 ranked teams on the season as well. So women's team's doing an incredible job here, ranked in the top 10. The soccer team coming in at number 8 in the D3Soccer.com poll. Number 9 in the United Soccer's coaches poll. That's where they've been the last few weeks. And also Trinity's football team crashing the party into the top 10. Number 7. They started the season top 10. Came in at number 9, defeated number 8 Wheaton. They moved up to 7. They're on a bye week this week before they get conference play started next week at Hendricks. The football team, a part of the Southern Athletic Association, as the SCAC doesn't have enough teams in conference to field a conference league. They definitely do here for the soccer teams. Stewart's going to have another talking to. She's already been booked once. And I believe this substitution coming in is for Stewart, as with 1 booking, and it will be Kelsey Droptini coming in. She won't be able to go in just yet, as this will be a free kick as they look to take Stewart.
Hey, but how hard is she really touching her there? Was it that hard?
As you can hear Coach Morrison asking the questions. That one off the top of the bar. Comes right back into play. And Wallace will flick it forward. And that one was played out. That close. We're making it 2-0. Abby Schneider checking in. Cassie Bowers, Molly Sheridan, and Anna Wickham will take their seats. And Stewart will come off for the before-mentioned Droptini. Sent through. Looks like Riley Keck has stepped up in front of us to check in as well. 14 minutes left here in the opening frame, and another whistle. And that one, I think, for the handhold.
Kelsey, no!
So just kind of grabbed the arm just ever so slightly and prevented the player from moving forward. Free kick sails all the way down and be cleared out by the Celts. For another Trinity throw, Keck will wait. And now Keck will enter.
And for the Celts goes Riley Keck.
And she will go on for Mary Pham. Celts 2-9-4 a year ago. Already surpassing that win total. Now 3-2-1 on the season. That's Everts finding her way through. Still on her feet. Now that one finally poked away, but looks like Everts, well, she's going to give away for Wallace. Now finds Bowers. Has room in the middle. Doesn't want to off her left foot. Gives it over. Now the shot from Stafford will be corralled by Sophia Escontreras. Strong temp there from Stafford. Tries to go short post from her side, and Escontreras all over it with another save. Over 5 on the day so far. Hannah Kahn, who's checked in, working her way across the top of the 18. Now looking for Stafford. Has that ball bounce in the right spot. The crossover for Wallace. Keeps it in. Now McCray sends the shot wide. So confirmation on the goal earlier, as you see the shot from McCray. The shot earlier, the goal earlier will in fact go to Bosco. They're trying to keep Kahn off the ball. Martinez does a good job of backing her away. For Bosco on the season, that is her 4th goal. Wickham sends that one deep. Or excuse me, Zingelman sends that one deep. Waiting check-in here for the Tigers is going to be Emily Hayes and Erin Heath. So the only 2 EHs on the team. Looking to make a appearance in this one as we are under 10 to play in the first half. It's Bowers. bouncing it around. Schneider comes up and tries to take control of the situation. Eventually finds it back to the open Trinity player. Now we're pressing forward once again. Kahn lets that one roll through. Schneider would have been there on the back end, but it's kicked away, I believe, from Palomino. Now Hayes and Heath will check in. Hayes for Stafford, and Heath go in for McCray. It'll still be a long throw from just this side of the flag. A lot of action. Schneider trying to get it settled at her feet, and has the one kick off the far back of her leg. Goes out to space where Bauer is able to eventually take control. Alberts sends it in, has it blocked. Schneider, another save for Escontrias. Number 6.5.
Riley, we gotta help with that second ball, Riley. Riley, help win second. Riley, help with that
I
second.
believe the referee's going to say that one flicked off of him. No, just an inadvertent whistle.
Carson, challenge it, Carson! Carson!
That one will weakly roll in, and I believe technically will be another save. She's made some good ones today, and that's probably the easiest of the bunch. Dabney Moore and Bella Ferruzzi will await check-in. There's the Newland. A strong battle here from Emily McCoy and Svunderberg. That touch just a bit too much here from Nance. Now to go back Trinity's way for the time being. Trying to save it to Schneider, and she will not get there. And the center official, Lynn Burns, making that call. And the Kilts throw it in. Newland over for Wallace. She takes a step on Martinez. Now she has room. She's going to send it early. Like maybe she still had room to run to make that, take it down further into the corner, but she decided to give it up. Now it will be the Celts looking to go the other way, but momentarily, and now they'll get a throw. Moore Ferrucci still waiting to check in here for Trinity. They've been waiting for about a minute and a half. Some teams have just kept this in play, or it's been off of Trinity so far. Bowers with the high play, but did so under control. Zingelman. Schneider. Kick from distance will roll wide. And at 5:05, 40 minutes into this contest, we'll get the subs of Moore and Ferruzzi. They'll go in for Emma Everts and Ashlyn Zingelman. Heath will send it across the way now for Wallace. Kahn will take that one away from Tomlinson. Now Kahn will send the shot in and try to cross up Escontrias, but ends up sending it wide. Subs coming in for St. Thomas will be number 27, Grace Carmichael, and Eileen Carbajal. So 9 and 27. Go in for, I believe, Funderburg and didn't quite catch the number on the other one, so I apologize for that. It'll be a Trinity corner with 3:20 ticking down here in the first half. Nice little give and go back for Kahn, but stepping up and playing that one is Tomlinson. Trinity scored off a corner earlier. That one into the box. It was left free and eventually kicked out by the Celts.
Grace, open up, Grace. Call for it.
Escontrias went to the near post to gather that one. And that one looked like she either never got it or it skirted through. In a moment, we'll see if we've got the goal cam on that one to see what exactly happened. Now we'll take a look at that in a few as we're back to live action. 2:20 and counting. St. Thomas. The cross into the middle, and that one's kicked out by the Tigers. And this one will be sailed wide. We'll go for a goal kick.
Cover here. Hold on, Grace. Good decision.
As you can hear, the Celts bench right next to us. Happy for the effort. I think if you look at everything on paper, you're going to realize that Trinity's probably going to control the possession. They can keep them to a 1-goal, 2-goal situation. Take chances. They're going to have a few. We've seen teams here over the last few days. It's the fourth home game in a row here for Trinity. We've seen teams have opportunities. So far, only Hardin Simmons has been able to put one past the Tigers here at Paul McGinley this year. Early chance for the Celts as their far side offensive player snuck in across the entire back line on a clearance or a cross that went all the way across the face of the 18. And they just couldn't connect. They would have had a goal if they could have just made the connection and shot it towards the frame. So we're under a minute.
1 minute, 1 minute.
That's why, right there.
The Tigers have had a couple of opportunities for themselves that have just missed. A couple just over the post, just over the bar. A couple have hit the bar. A couple have just gone just wide of the post. Tigers 22 shots here in the first half, 8 on goal. That means 7 saves for Escontrias. Just 2 shots, none on goal for the Celts. They've committed 7 fouls to Trinity's 2. Now make it 8. And Trinity taking the 2 corners to the Celts 1. Celts did take the first one. The clock ticks down under 10 seconds now.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
That one will be deflected away and out, and that will send us to the halftime. Tigers and Celts. 1-0 for Trinity here in the first half. So we'll take a 15-minute break, regroup, and come back out in just a bit. And welcome back here for the start of the second half. The big number that stood out there for the stat sheet was the 23-2 shots attempted by the Tigers. 8-1 on shots on goal. Or excuse me, 8-0 on shots on goal. The Tigers will now be going from the right to the left. Still in the all white, and St. Thomas left to right, if you're just joining us, in the all blacks.
Get your shape, Cam, inside. Right there is good. Allie, hold inside.
The two teams at half. Almost a little, I'd say, counter to what you might expect. The St. Thomas huddle seemed to be a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more upbeat than Trinity, I think. Knowing that they had all of that possession, they had those 22 shots, they were only able to find the back of the net just once. I think this is a team whose offensive woes have been present, and they're looking to find solutions and find the back of the net more often. There's nothing wrong with a team that doesn't score often as long as they score enough per game just to take care of business. But at some point, you want to see the offense completely click and completely get going, and I think the team feels like there's a lot more left there, and they just haven't been able to find everything come together and put it all on display. I mean, they scored 4 in the opener against Fontbonne, but then went up against top 20, top 15 ranked Washington St. Louis. Probably felt like they had possibilities in that game, and talked to a lot of the players and the coaching staff. Felt like they should have come away with a victory there. Just came up short on the 0-0 tie. So Stafford, and this gets played out. I believe, just the play out, no foul called. Although judging by how it was called in the first half, there was a foul called, so it will be a kick, not a throw. And I was going to say, judged by the way it was called in the first half, there would have been reason to give the foul. It'll be Palomino right in front of us, just off your screen, just the lower left of that. Ready to kick off. Can't see it even if we put the camera straight down there, so show you the build-up down front. That one headed around. St. Thomas the chip. They had somebody back. They're going to put the header on goal. And bear with me. Trying to see these red numbers on these black uniforms. A little tough. But that was Cameron Nance with the header on goal. First shot on goal there for St. Thomas. And that's primarily another reason why I think Trinity's maybe a little frustrated. This game not out of doubt yet. And considering the amount of possession that they've had, you feel like if you're a Tiger fan, it should be, or it should be on its way. But St. Thomas is one mental lapse, one breakdown, or one great opportunity. Just run down the side and put it in the box away from bringing us all square and level here. Halftime of the men's affair up in Belton. The Trinity Tigers maybe looking back to their winning ways. After struggling the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, they are up 2-0 on Crusaders of Mary Hardin Baylor. Again, they'll be in action for the day-night doubleheader on Sunday. The women will host Centenary at noon, and then the men host Concordia at 7 p.m. This is Bosco. That's Tomlinson, 3 steps in front of her. Instead of trying to beat her, she's going to give it up to Sheridan. Now Sheridan's going to have the cross through 2 Tigers and the goal kick. It was Wickham and Bosco. And Wickham just had that one. She did all she could to get a foot on it. And just had it Karam up and over and wide. So happening next week here on campus for all Trinity alums will be the 1869 Challenge. You've no doubt heard about it before. It's about a day and a half worth of fundraising activities here for students, activities in various departments on campus. And fortunate to have some donors that have put the alums to the challenge. So different challenges exist and opportunities for everybody. We'll be hearing more about that on Trinity's social media and throughout the week. That'll be going on Wednesday afternoon and Thursday. Essentially 1,869 minutes for Trinity to have 3,000 donors give to the department, the group, the activity here on campus of their choice, and all that money directly to student use and various student opportunities. So now that we've got an athletics challenge, all the teams are going to be competing against each other to see which one can bring in the most donors. Years past, volleyball and baseball have gone heavy and hard for their donations and competing for extra donor gifts. The choir department is also putting forth a challenge. If they can reach a certain number of donors, can unlock more funds for them. You'll be hearing all about that in the coming days. Shot from Bosco, and my goodness. Watching it here on my monitor, the same screen that you have, and I thought for sure she had found goal, and that one just going short. Bosco, along with Emily McCoy from St. Thomas, leading the conference in game-winning goals. They both have 2 apiece. Bosco looking to take the advantage as the defense can hold. She'll technically get her 3rd as she scored the opener. So this ends in a shutout for Trinity. She'll move up to 3 on the year. Contreras will send this one down, but it doesn't clear out. Now Sheridan with a shot, and it's saved. Sophia Contreras saved number 8 on the day, and we'll show it to you quickly. As that one was just batted around the midfield. She's had to be alert. Had a few easy ones, but for the most part, she's earned almost all 8 saves on the day. The one that got through, off corner kick. A lot of traffic out in front, bounced around, and stuck behind her. Thunderberg with the step on McCrae. Now step past Meyer, sends it in, and off the bounce, Lauren Lewis will get her her second save of the game with 8-1 shots on goal in the first half. Now 9-2 in the affair here through 45 plus 9 as we approach 36 minutes left to play. The Celts still within striking distance. Nice flick on by Sheridan, and it didn't quite go far enough. Bosco and St. Thomas, what they play her down, they're going to stop the clock. See if we can get the number for you. Just based off of where everybody's lined up, and I hate to presume and say a name, but I believe the one number I don't see standing around is Tomlinson. And I did not get a list of players that checked in for the second half. We'll see if it was. And now running off the field, looking under her own power, it was Tomlinson. So she will have to, because the clock stopped, she'll have to come stand at the check-in position. And she'll be able to re-enter here momentarily. And so Kayla Tomlinson looks to be back in good normal spirits. Now she's allowed to enter on. And unfortunately for her, she has to run all the way back to where she came from to cover that back line again. Now Funderburg tries to play it past Zingelman, plays it off Zingelman. So there'll be a throw here for St. Thomas. Cameron Nance, she'll give way to Alyssa Lobline. And Lobline with the throw. Found the connection on the other side. Now the Celts trying to form a triangle and keep it away from the Tigers. That one sent forward, and it will go for a goal kick. Lobline will have that one go over her head on the bounce. Kira Stafford tracks it down. She plays it down for the corner. Left foot cross. Campbell too far on the backside. Bosco was there close in front of the face of the net. Couldn't quite get there, and we'll take a look at it again. You see Bosco is going to be the one charging there. About 2 steps behind. And then already played too far away from Campbell to actually do anything with it. Another Celt throw. There's Martinez far side now. And St. Thomas will take this one around midfield. Newland will play it out. So St. Thomas once again. So they'll look for a little bit more controlled possession here, at least in the second half, than what we saw maybe in the entirety of the first. Here in just the first 13 minutes or so. That one sent on and just out of the reach of Nance. She'll track it down, defended by Stafford. And Stafford will take it away, then has Sheridan. Now Sheridan, if she can get a step, has a run. Looking for the offside call, they're going to get it, but instead that one's played through. Contreras boots it down. Now an opportunity here. And Nance. And trying to go back towards the middle. It's going to be Tomlinson coming up. That's Palomino, but can't quite get it to her, and Tomlinson's down again, going the other way with Bosco. Gives it up for Sheridan. It's a 3v4. Sheridan will slightly hold down for just a second. Now she'll give cross, and that'll be deflected and cleared up. Now Everts and McCray for Trinity. Tries to send it down, and Bosco thought that it was going to be played out, gave up on it a little bit, and then gave chase once again, but saw it roll out. We've played an hour. Trinity off of Michaela Bosco's bounce around goal on a corner with the 1-0 lead. Did give the assist on that goal in the 28th minute to Josephine McCray. The only other thing on the game summary to this point is a yellow card against Mackenzie Stewart back in the first period. Now Sheridan, that touch might have been a bit too long, plays it all the way back. Wickham, her touch probably just a bit too long as well, and the Celts will clear. Taylor Campbell from distance, just wide. About 22, 23 yards out. Missed it by just that much. Substitutions here for St. Thomas. And Serta, who started the contest, she'll check back in. And she will replace Blake De La Mater. As Contreras will boot it down. Falls to the feet of Wickham. Bounces around. She'll finally clear out for Everts. Foot of Sheridan trying to back her way in a little bit. Gives way for Bosco. Bosco's going to need to push this one forward. And goal kick given. I think they're going to say it was off Bosco early. Or no, offside is what they're going to call. He didn't put the flag up until very late for the offside. And so I think Coach Harrison wants an explanation of what happened. So we're going to stop the clock here momentarily while Lane Burns comes over. And so a bit of confusion because the flag did not go up for offside. And then I was trying to listen to what they were saying. And the explanation they gave did not make immediate sense to myself or Coach Harrison. But the call of offside will stand as we play on. Stafford a little too aggressive. And that play going the other way as Nance wins possession back for her team. It's going to be Wickham alone in the midfield. Out for Bosco. She'll be able to chase this one down, get to it rather easily. Has Sheridan, but Bosco goes for goal and can't quite put it in. And if it was a cross, it was played. at least 2 or 3 steps too far forward.
Yep, for the Tigers.
Abby Schneider checking in for Taylor Campbell. Campbell with that shot from about 20 yards out, just missing moments ago. She'll take a breather. Now back for Trinity. Stafford, nice block. That was Mary Pham. Sent far side. Newland's going to take control. Sheridan, she'll find something on the back end. Turn and tries to make something happen, and she'll get the corner. You see Kira Stafford will go down to take this. She confirms with Abby Schneider that she'll take it. Not a ton of room down there on any of the corner spots except for probably the one just off to the left of your screen. That one sent in and drifts out of play. 25 and change left here in this one. Celts came in 3-2-1 on the season. Trinity came in ranked number 8/9 in the country out of the 2 polls. They were 5-0-1 when this one started. Their only blemish, top 15 draw with Wash U out of St. Louis. Substitutions, it'll be Hannah Kahn checking in for the next change, and Mariana Alvarez Garcia for the Celts. For Trinity, it's going to be Kahn for Bosco, and for St. Thomas, that will be Emily McCoy taking a breather. Sheridan tries to turn the corner, has it poked out. Go for a Trinity throw. Snyder will send it in at the feet of Sheridan, has it deflected, and that'll be off Trinity. Escontrias will send it down. Another goal kick. This one's stolen away. I believe that's Schneider. Sheridan plays it up, plays it too far forward.
Abby! Look past the first option!
Most to the midway point of the half here. And it was now almost 45 minutes ago that Trinity found their lone score. Hannah Kahn now from distance. Too much.
Riley, come on. And don't get flat up top.
Now Wickham, and the shot will go wide for Molly Sheridan. And we shared in on a 3-game goal-scoring streak. Trying to extend it to 4. Palomino over for Nance. Gonna be near side. She plays it out. It'll be Stafford for the throw. Doesn't have a lot of options, but then McCray steps up. And then second touch for Stafford, a bit too hard. Low blind throws that in for the Celts. Now Nance has that one go out off of her, and foul will come. Gabriela Palomino with the foul. Grace Carmichael will await check-in for the Celts. We'll see if she gets it after Zingelman's free kick. Put it nicely to the back of the 18, and that will go for a goal kick, and Grace Carmichael will check in. She'll go in for Palomino, who don't believe has had any rest yet today. And for the Tigers, it'll be Maya Ozimi making her first appearance today. Put down into the midfield. Burke trying to get on the back end of it. Has McCray. They're going to play the advantage. So Bosco's goal earlier today puts her in a team lead with Sheridan, 4 apiece. Other goal scorers for the Tigers, 2 for Hannah Khan and a goal apiece for Stafford and Campbell. And there's Hannah Khan trying to chase that one down. Contreras not letting that happen. Stafford does lead the team in assists with 3. And she was joined at the top of the leaderboard for the Tigers by Josephine McCray with her assist on the Bosco goal. So under 20 to play. And looking for her 3rd shutout. There's 18 and change left to get it. It'll be Lauren Lewis. She's currently tied with Joey Finley with 2 apiece. Blake De La Mater will check in for Cameron Nance. Nance, who's really worked the field from the midfield all the way down to the front. Gave a couple of good opportunities for the Celts 20 minutes ago. Takes a breather.
Shape here. Shape Riley. Shape Emma. Emma. Emma, sink middle.
and thrown just into empty space. And looks like Tomlinson just cleared it back out. I don't know if she felt like there was pressure, but I felt like she probably had plenty of time to see if she could turn that one. Instead, now Trinity works it down. Might have a shot here on goal. Just saved. It's Contreras. Again, save number 9. That one came in and just saved. Sent it far side. It'll be another corner for the Tigers. And that one sent in a little bit too far. Go up onto the top of the netting. Shot moments ago was Azimi. Now it's Khan in the center. Thought about it, and then defender came up on the backside. I believe that was Grace Carmichael. Made her double think that just for a split second, and ultimately it'll be a long throw here for St. Thomas. Celts will be at Schreiner. Take I-10 West. For another I-10 battle against the Mountaineers on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Reese Wallace and Aaron Heath will check in. Going for Everts and Zingelman. Knocking out 2 teams on I-10. Tigers with, the SCAC conference here with quite a few teams on I-10. You've got Texas Lutheran over in Seguin, along with St. Thomas and Houston. And the conference itself also has Colorado College on I-25, although they don't field a Division III women's team. They have a D1 program there. That's because they have men's ice hockey at the D1 level. One of the few teams that still have 2 different levels of teams.
Get your shape back. Shape again. Shape again.
This is Heath, far side. She sends a shot in, and it's going to be short and off the side of the net. St. Thomas returns home at the end of the month, hosting Southwestern, who's off of I-35 up in Georgetown. You get to a lot of SCAC schools just by traveling the main infrastructure highways here. Dallas and Austin College. Not too far off the beaten paths. Tigers host Centenary Sunday at noon. Blocked by Stafford. Shot off of her by Lobline. Now trying to play something through was Alvarez Garcia. All she found was the foot of the Tiger defender. Schneider far side. Goes to ground and plays it too far forward. Well, for a goal kick. 12 minutes to play. Over in Trinity men's action, they're still holding to their lead, but it's now 2-1 after Meyerharden's just scored. Celt fans hoping to see lightning strike twice against Trinity. Well, the Tiger faithful hoping that they can hold on to this goal advantage here as we approach under 10 to play pretty shortly. This is Stafford. She goes for goal and it's just wide. Tried to pin it up in the upper corner. Unable to do so. Heath tries to bring that one forward. Couldn't quite get control. St. Thomas looking to go the other way. Now playing a ball pretty big down into the middle of the field. They'll find Reese Wallace. The Tigers with some space to work this under with control. Will also play this one forward. And Khan looking to make a turn. And the push-off called against Khan. Tomlinson couldn't get it past Stafford. McCray, big ball, but it'll be out for St. Thomas. Cassie Bowers will come to the center table to check in. Ozumi tried to settle. The ball just kept bouncing around. Stafford will step up and take it away. Ozumi for Wickham. That one defended away. Now Alvarez Garcia couldn't quite get onto the tail end of it, and they're going to call her for the foul, and the clock will stop, and the booking will come out, and that's 2 for the day for St. Thomas. First one was against Stewart, and this one against Alvarez Garcia, and that moves them from 8 to 10 on the year. And we're trailing the national lead by 1 coming in. And the free kick here for Trinity from Bailey Meyer. Ozumi will flick it forward. Martinez will give chase to make sure nobody else gets to it, and she'll take the goal kick. Bowers will check in, and then substitutions here for St. Thomas. It'll be Mary Pham along with Emily McCoy. And then we'll check in for Riley Keck and Mariana Alvarez Garcia and Kara Stafford. We'll have a seat on the bench. We'll see if it's for the final 8:40 or if it's just for a momentary rest. 32 shots for the Tigers, just 4 for the Celts, 10-2 on goal. 9 fouls committed by the Celts, 6 by the Tigers. Tigers are taking 4 corners. St. Thomas just the 1. That was early on in the game. And Trinity called for an offside. And I think Coach Harrison still trying to figure out how that happened. Khan is going to give chase and gets a block. Now Ozumi flicks it forward. Khan. She'll have her back to the goal. Needs to turn. Has people crashing. Heath Couldn't quite get on the tail end of it. And crisis averted momentarily for the Celts, but now McCray. Her shot blocked. Kahn makes the turn, the step, the save. It's Contreras. Right place, right time, but she looks to be down. And we'll take a look at this one as the clock is stopped. I don't know if she just got crossed up or if this hit her in the wrong spot. Oh, it went down hard on the left hand, and that looks like to be what she's holding. So as she receives medical attention, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment. So as we return, it'll be Sadie Penny in goal now for St. Thomas, and we send our thoughts and best wishes to Sophia Escontrias. As it looked like she went down hard on her, or at least awkwardly on her left hand, and we hope that she will be okay. So we approach 7 minutes left here. As Contreras has had a fine game. A couple of really nice saves. She's been in the right place throughout the night. She's really seen the ball well. Now they give way to Sadie Penny. The Tigers not out of the woods yet. Just the 1 goal advantage here. 6.5 to play. The men's team has seen goals like this, and that'll be a flag for offside. Now the Tigers have gone offside. In that break period, the official came over and clarified the decision. The ball had actually been played out earlier for the last offside. So you go back, you don't have offside for that one, but now you do have the first offside for Trinity right there. And that one, Carmichael playing that one and getting the foul call. So free kick for the Celts. They're going to play it short to Carmichael, who was left alone in space, now eventually covered by Kahn.
Come on, Allie.
Now Pham tries to play it forward.
Wide here again. Wide again, Grace.
St. Thomas all the work they had to move the ball forward. We'll have to do it once again. Now low blind tries to find a runner. Just played it too far forward, but it's going to be played out by Newland. So the throw coming in for St. Thomas as we are under 5. Doubtful we'll see any more subs from Trinity as the clock will stop on those. Carmichael plays that one far side. Martinez, heavy touch. And then that one played back. And now Sheridan will take it. You have to wonder about playing the ball back when you're down a goal, under 5 to play. Nance will check back in here for the Celts. Provided a spark early on in this half. That one foul coming. Bowers tries to keep it in. She won't get there. 3.5, and the sub for Nance will take place. It'll be St. Thomas. Now Pham, a little bit of space, closes quickly. Back to Trinity. Ozemi up for Sheridan. Far side Schneider. Under 3 to play. Martinez giving chase, but Schneider's had the control of this, and that will cross the face of the 18, or excuse me, cross face of the net into the 18, into the 6. And it'll be a throw here for Trinity. Penny looked like just didn't get a piece of it, but then that was Carmichael back. Able to be there and help deflect away. Now Nance steals this one back. Played forward with McCoy. Bowers, that's too heavy of a touch into the box. 2 minutes to go, and we'll get the sub here for St. Thomas. Sophia Clarite goes in for Carmichael. Time ticking down and against the Celts. And it'll be Trinity ball. Played to the foot of Kahn, had maybe a shot, didn't take it. Now comes back towards her left foot. And passes over for Bowers. Bowers takes the shot. Ozemi. And that'll be saved by Penny. 1 minute to play as you see the replay here and the save.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Thought maybe that might have enough traffic in front of it to push forward and find the decisive goal with under a minute to play, but not to be. Trinity still needs to defend well here in the final closing seconds. Ozemi with 40 ticks left. She'll play it out to Schneider. Go for a little bit more ball control and take a little bit more precious time off of the clock. That one sent in, off the back post and in! Abby Schneider with 30 seconds left is going to put the Tigers into the win column here tonight as they will move on to a 6-0-1 record. And the goal just off the post on the far end. And that'll make it 2-0 for the Tigers. They hit 2-0 once again. Fourth time in third time to be 2-0, fourth time in a row to score 2 goals in a game. They're looking for Lauren Lewis's third shutout of the year, 5th for the team. If they can get there, they need to hold off St. Thomas for another 20 seconds. That's Nance. She has played well today. Has that one taken away. Up for Sheridan. And giving chase for it's going to be Droptini. That was played out. And that will do it here in San Antonio. So Trinity 2-0 in conference play. They win this one 2-0. And for the Celts, they dropped to 2-1 in conference play. They've got Shriner on Sunday. For Trinity, it will be Centenary coming to town. And they will take on the number 8/9 Tigers, who are now 6-0-1. Goals today by Michaela Bosco, assisted by Josephine McCrae. That was back at 27-20 in the first period. And at the 89-32 mark, Abby Schneider putting this one out of doubt, finally, for the Tigers. Make it 2-0 for this one. And we will be back with you on Sunday, kickoff at noon here in San Antonio. And we will be on air shortly before that. Men's action still going. Tigers up 2-1. We'll have them at 7 o'clock on Sunday. And for our student crew who did an excellent job here tonight bringing you the replay and the camera angles, Josh Michigamba, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time here on the Tiger Network.